Well, let me lock in the other here while we're waiting for everything to kick in.
Also, we get to see the comments and
That's
stuff.
right. Yeah.
Yay, I love that.
Yes. There we go.
So did
Now
you
we're
know?
live. Hi, everyone. Welcome again. For those of you catching us on Facebook, uh, welcome. And we'd love to see you pop in, say where you're coming from.
And how was your week?
Yeah. How's your week? That would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, did you know that today is International Coaching Day?
Of course, I would know this.
We're actually celebrating a whole week of coaching, which I think is pretty awesome. But today is like the one day of specific recognition. So I was pretty excited about that. And I was thinking about what a difference coaching has made in my life.
Yeah.
And I know I've seen it in your life as well. Joe's such a great sharer. That's what he's looking down at his phone to
I'm trying
share.
to get all this. Yeah, and just keep talking.
And as for me, I just kind of tossed my phone aside somewhere. Actually, it's in the other room still. But as I was thinking about it and what it's done for me, I was like, the growth, the mindset, the changes that I've gone through just as a result of coaching, and the results I think it have really been expedited and gone so much faster just because I got to be a part of that process. And it's just like when I look back, you look back at this journey of progress and it's just like, wow, it's like I used to be there and now I'm here. And it's like, it's a cool thing to be able to look back and then assess where you are and then have such a different or like renewed hope, a bigger excitement toward going forward.
Yes.
So it's a pretty cool thing.
It is cool. Yeah.
So hang on.
All right.
What has coaching done that's really, like what lights you up when you think about coaching?
Wait a minute. This is not part of the script.
Okay, I'll tell you guys why. This is so funny. Last night, I asked Joe. I said, "So, what are we going to talk about in the morning?" Because he's the thinker, and we go back and forth on this planning thing, and he says, "Don't worry about it. We've talked about it this week, and you are prepared for it, but." He says, I have a question for you, and I'm not going to tell you what it is.
So you got to create one of your own. That's it.
So tell us about coaching and what lights you up about it.
Well, I think it helped in many points in my life where it wasn't so much telling me what to do. It was helping me find a path or get more focused about something I wanted to accomplish and being able to just have somebody outside of me, because I can think but help me move forward, create that next act, really get focused on what it needs to be. So that's what I like enjoying about coaching from a perspective of just being able to get further, and no one really goes alone. So being able to have somebody that you can relate to, trust, helping you get further.
And that's the thing. Like, if you can turn the table and like if you can be on our side, like my favorite thing. Like, okay, you can't tell I get excited about this at all. Oh my god, I just so love when people come to me and they're just like kind of feeling. People sometimes they're feeling stressed or frustrated or they'll feel like I've got a goal, but I know it's going to take me a while to get there.
Yeah.
And I get to be a part of that journey. It's like super, super exciting because all of a sudden I get to see this transformation in people. Like, they're like, oh. And then all of a sudden it's like you can see their posture start rising and their confidence blooming. And I get to see this transformation right before my eyes. It's the most amazing thing.
Okay, so talking about experience, here we go. Talking about
Is this
experience.
my question that
This
you
is coming
saved
up to
for
the
me?
question, because this is really important. This is really, kind of where we're at right now in this COVID-19, this pandemic, how things have changed in your experiences and people out there, people listening to us right now on Facebook or elsewhere. Uh, what's your experience? You go up to, maybe you've ordered from a restaurant and you've gone up and used a curbside service, or maybe it's Best Buy. I've been to Best Buy a couple times, used their curbside experience. uh, what do you expect with curbside experience? And I ask you, drop in the comments, what do you expect from a curbside experience?
Expect as in like something different?
No, just
Or
what do you expect when you drive up? What do you expect to happen with curbside experience, with the curbside
mm,
getting your order?
well, I've done a little bit of curbside myself, and I'll say good morning to Larry and Doug. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Sorry, ladies. I left my phone in the other room. You'll have to say hi so I know you're here. What do I expect from curbside service? First of all, um, I love that it's available. Okay.
Okay.
So second, I would say I expect that
Larry says my fries to stay hot. Yes, absolutely. Who wants cold, wimpy fries?
yeah, but even though I expect that, I expect my service to be slower than usual.
You expect your service to be slower,
Just
okay?
because I feel like they're being stretched a little bit thinner and they're not able to wait on as many people at the same time. So I do expect a little slower service, but I still expect excellence that I've come to know and love and appreciate about the businesses that I'm patronizing.
So you've gone to that place more than likely before, and
Mhm.
you've had a certain level of experience, a certain level of service, certain level of knowing how things happen.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
at the same time, and here's
A friendly smile, yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we expect that friendly smile. That's exactly where my brain
Although
went
it's kind of hard now with mask to see that friendly smile. We can hear it
I
in their
don't
voice,
know.
maybe.
Maybe your people have
Yeah.
been masked, but my people have not.
Okay.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, one had a gator mask on, so I couldn't see very much.
But you can see it in a person's eyes.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that too, because we expect that smile, we expect that friendly service, but at the same time, I kind of half expect them to feel bogged down.
Yes.
And I feel like it's almost my responsibility and pleasure, right? So it's not just like, I gotta go do this. But no, it's my pleasure to bring a light into their day, because I feel like, that there's so much more maybe weighing on them and their shoulders and their thoughts. And I feel like I can make a difference even if they come out feeling like, ugh, I'm so sick of this.
Yeah. So there's a point that I think you mentioned here. You imply you're helping them feel good, but you would expect the team lead, the person that's kind of overseeing that service, whoever's sending them out, whatever, right, to be pumping them up, saying,
I would hope that they would
yeah,
do that.
hey,
But-
we're in this. This is good. Another order. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Put on a certain level of uh, transparency, of happiness, of willing to serve.
Mhm.
And I think in this we're kind of getting bogged down, and it kind of points to the same service we were getting before all this started.
I think
Sometimes people aren't very happy about what their job is or what they're doing. They don't. They're just in it for the job.
What's
And I don't want to
interesting?
get hung on this too much, but I just wanted to.
I
bring that
think
point.
this magnifies whatever was there before.
Yeah, yeah. So in the first few days, people didn't know what they were doing, right? They came out, they didn't quite have the process down. And I think it's incumbent upon the business to say, practice these things. One of the things that I used to be charged with would be emergency preparedness. So what happens in the case of this or that? A fire, a disruption to basically to the business operations. Here's
Mm-hmm.
what we're going to do,
Mm-hmm.
and the person in the leadership of the team or the person in charge of the building or whatever facilities would direct where people were to go. We would know where we are going in the parking lot to get out of the buildings to meet up
Mm-hmm.
so that we can count, make sure everybody's there, right? But I think in some of these cases, we're not going back and taking the lessons of that curbside and saying, this is what we can improve on. This is how we can do it better. We're either not listening to the team members of how we can do it better, or we're not spending any time in saying, yesterday was okay, but we really need to be stepping up further because now everybody has curbside, or
Yeah.
a better proportion of people have curbside. And I was just reminded a couple days ago, downtown Lakeland opened up, and one of the pizza places downtown said they haven't had really many people coming in because people don't know that they're there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they have curbside, they have it all set up. And what does this mean to us as mindset success? And Larry said, do we want to be served or serve? That's a great question. You know, what's the approach? And I think it's both. I want to take this inside to mindset success, which is what, you tend to focus on, Lisa, is how do we get into the right mindset? And so what's our curbside appeal of us, of our brand?
Mm.
How do we come up to people, or do they come to us? Of course, 6 foot apart, but do we
Yeah.
have that pleasant personality? Do we have that willingness to serve, or are we just waiting for somebody to serve us?
I think that's a really great challenge point, because so often what I'm experiencing is people just want to be served. They want to be taken care of. They want to be recognized. It's a very self-centric world I feel like we're living in.
Yeah. And so as we move out of this, what are we taking with us? What are we prepping to move forward into beyond being shut down?
Right.
People in Michigan and Wisconsin are kind of like still stay at home, but things are a little bit opening up. And then other places like Florida, our beaches are opening up.
No masks and they're
Yeah,
crowded.
Pinellas County has opened up. You do whatever you want at the beach
On contrary,
without.
Miami is still
Yeah,
masking everywhere you go for business. You have to. The
yeah.
city has
Well, Lyft,
asked.
yeah, Lyft just announced that they're going to mask riders and drivers, and you have to take a health check to before you get in the car. So we're still in this. Uh, how do we serve? How do we bring our best side out to, like you said, encourage people? Talk about, oh, how's your day? How you doing? Giving them an uplifting. Thanks for coming out, doing all this extra work. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I found as I was looking at this topic, I came across this definition of curb space. So that's that space right by the curb, right, where you park. Uh, and from a more global, your urban definition, curb space is where movement meets access. So movement, this is where we're coming in, right?
Yeah.
We're meeting up with something or someone, but it gives us access to each other, gives us access to something else like a food truck,
Yeah.
right? Or dropping somebody off. If you think about just the regular ins and outs of coming into downtown, you drop somebody off, or you get out of your car, go into business, come back out, and leave.
Well, I think it gives us an opportunity when we think about this.
Yeah.
How can we serve? So I have a little story. I don't think I've even had a chance to tell you this one yet.
Okay.
And it's about my daughters. So little proud mama moment here.
Well, it is Mother's Day coming up on this weekend. Hello
It
to
is.
mothers.
It is.
Congratulations.
So I have two daughters. One is almost 26 and the other one's 27. And the 27-year-old is moving into a new apartment this weekend.
I bet she's really excited about that.
She's so stoked. It's just fantastic. But you know, aside from her story of what it took to get her there, her sister was in a store the other day, and she called. Okay, so Hannah's the younger one, Rebecca's the older one. So Hannah calls Rebecca and she says, "Hey Becca, do you have everything that you need in order to move in, and all the stuff you need?" And she was at a store that pretty much had anything. I think it was a Dollar General. And she says, "It's not busy here, so I'll be willing to do some shopping for you. What do you need?" And I thought, man, isn't that cool? So not only did she just say, "What do you need?" Because that's just pretty, surface level,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I might say that to somebody, but this child, bless her heart, she goes through all the cleaning supplies. And it was not just, do you want Windex or do you want an all purpose cleaner? It's, what brand do you like best? I thought, isn't that thoughtful?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody asked her to do it. She took the time to go above and beyond,
Yeah.
to spare her sister from having to go out. Her sister has a 1-year-old, so that's sometimes challenging, right?
Yes, and he's moving now.
And she went through the whole store
nice
with her sister, and she was just getting her all this stuff. I was like, I felt, I was really blessed by that story, and I thought, golly, why didn't I think to do something like that? I could have done a virtual shop and had it all ready for her, a curbside pickup or something like that. What a cool thing.
Yeah.
So there you go. How can we take that idea of curbside service, and look at how we can serve others, whether it's the people that we are going to see because they're serving us, or somebody that might be shut in, or somebody who's perfectly well and able to get out, but they bring a ray of sunshine to their day. Thank you, Larry, for the Mother's Day wishes.
Yeah. So I think there's a couple things that we can pick up from this idea of curbside appeal, and that's how we come across. Are we set for the day? Are we intentionally really putting something out there that says, "Hey, talk to me," or "I really want to get to know you," right?
Yeah.
Maybe she learned that servant heart from her mother. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Thanks, Larry. So poor Larry's, no restaurants open up there. I know he likes his coffee, and see him in Cedarburg all the time. Enjoying the outside there and doing his walk. And
I love that.
Yeah. So and I know Larry goes and talks to the people he comes across, and what are we hiding behind the mask? And we're going to hide behind this proverbial mask when we go back into the workplace, when we, when things get a little more calm.
Absolutely. Right? Cooties are real now.
So we're going to be this, a walled off person. We're afraid of getting to know somebody, even at 6 foot distance. So we need to help people, help our team, help others in our business, in our community, in our family. Remember that it was a virus, but that's not how we should act. That's not how we should be set up for success in our life. We're going to get further behind if we wall ourselves off.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So we need to create better lanes for access, to use the street metaphor. How do we pull into parking?
Right.
We need to help people see the beauty of us, see and show that in the way we serve people.
Good thoughts.
Yeah.
Good thoughts.
Joe, you owe me for that one. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. So, yes, gotta go.
Great day, Larry.
I think have a great weekend. And
it's about time for us to wrap up, too.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So, we've got some exciting things ahead of us. Looking forward to the weekend and what it brings for us. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I've got some exciting things.
All right. So be well. work on your curbside appeal. And if we can help you in any way to just think into it, just let us know. We'll be happy to start that conversation.
Absolutely. All right, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will see you Monday morning for reals.
All right.
Take care.
Bye now.